All right, welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to do training. So the last few days have been super hot here in Montana. We've had 90 plus degrees, and this morning it was down at like 50 or so. So for anybody who's uninitiated, that is prime time for gopher shooting. So this morning I busted out the old Bergara BMR, I can't remember, whatever, the 1022 clone, and I was out popping some gophers with this bad boy. Probably the best semi-auto that I've come across. I love this thing. It is one of my favorites. Super accurate for a 1022. It's an awesome little rig. But my son and my wife had some things to do this morning, and so my daughter got drug along on that, which means I'm on my own today. So I'm actually going to try to do some training. So I have shot timer on the belt and my old carry gun. This is probably, I don't know, my most used pistol by far. I've had this thing for a long time, and I actually stopped carrying it because it's kind of sort of wore out, to be honest with you. It's got at least 20,000 rounds on it, and if anybody doubts that, you can actually see, like, I have slide wear from the plastic on this thing. It is patinaed to beat hell, and I actually did some work on this to make it a little easier for my hand to hold. Nothing in it, no mag, we're clear. But because I have such small hands, I actually ended up contouring the back of this, because when I grip it, my thumb, the knuckle of my thumb ends up back here, and it was causing pinching. And ever since I've done that, it has been like my favorite gun to shoot. So now that I'm not carrying it anymore, I'm going to try the PPQ. I kind of want to shoot with this and then jump to the PPQ a little bit and see how everything feels. So we're going to do some shot timer work today, but I think we'll warm up with the 22, get all of our form rocking and rolling, and then we will jump between this gun and my Walther to try to work towards being more competent with the gun that I carry every day. So down there I have a Torso at 10 yards, my KYL rack for my rifle that's broken, and my gopher. And so I was going to bring my shooting rack out here that I built, but I broke it when I was loading it. So maybe next weekend when I get the new springs for my Walther, we'll give that a try and see how that works. Sorry about the wind noise. I'll try to bring it down in post, but there's not much I can do about it. Welcome to Montana. Okay, so that was low, obviously. I need to find my dot faster. All right, now we'll shoot for the face. There it is. All right, so my dot is actually off a wee bit. I gotta hold a little bit left. Okay, just not good at what I do. Let's see if we can get this zeroed properly. Oh wow, that moved the dot a whole bunch. Well, I'll try this again. Let's check our zero here. Oh, what the heck? My zero is shifting a whole bunch. Oh, well, that would be why my optic's loose. Well, that's no good. It'll be one of those days at the range, I guess. Holster's got loose bolts. 22 needs to have its optic tightened down, and I didn't bring any stuff because, frankly, I leave that stuff in my pickup, and my wife has it this morning. So I guess we are going old-fashioned. I'm going to start with this bad. I thought I had a car coming up the road. All right, so we'll start with the old carry gun, see how she shoots. low left. All right, we'll jump into the PPQ now. Boy, that's snappier. Man, you can just tell. All right, so I'm gonna really grip into the gun here. That is surprising. So I've mentioned before I've got some neuropathy and it has some issues with hand strength, and I'm actually kind of feeling it this morning, so hopefully I can get through this a little bit. All right, well, back to it. Give this another try. Really grip into it. Nope. Alright, I need to present a little bit higher. I need to turn my dot up. Okay. So if I have to say anything, for sure, Optic makes it easier to shoot, but man, is it snappier. I am surprised at how much difference there actually is here. This is the Mete SFX. That's the old school SFX. I wonder if the springs on these are the same. Let's just try something here. Okay, let's try a little more with this bad boy. This big open optic makes it easier to shoot for sure. So I can try focusing on trying to get my wrist to lock out. Not really sure how to make that happen. I still have. So I can try that. Spent some time watching some videos. Some of the fast shooters, you know, they tell you to get your hand deep into the back strap here. The way they do it is more of a centered grip, and I can't physically reach the trigger. See, let's just go ahead and do this. When I have the gun perfectly centered, I can't physically get up to the trigger to even pull the dingus in. So I have to twist my hand forward ever so slightly, and this puts my knuckle in the recoil path. I also can't physically, so you hold your wrist straight, you can kind of lock it. Because I have to twist mine, I can't lock my wrist. So I don't know, maybe I need to look into what female shooters are doing or get a slimmer gun. I'm not really sure. I do have something I can try. Maybe try that in a minute here. Let's give this one more go. I'm just gonna squeeze the living snot out of it. So this is something I'm gonna try. We'll see how it works here. So this is a bit of a weirdo thing. My wife carries the Shield EZ in 380. We've got a couple of them. Keep one in her vehicle at all times for her, and then we've got one that she carries on her as her concealed carry. This I picked up for $200, and people are like, "What? 200 bucks?" This is a 30 Super Carry, which is the weirdest round ever. I don't know who would ever be into this, but I bought a bunch of ammo because it was on sale too, because nobody was buying it. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. One thing about this gun is, make sure we're empty here, I can't actually grip it properly and get to the trigger. I have a short enough axis that I can shoot it properly. So maybe this is going to be the answer I need. I haven't put a whole lot of rounds through this yet, so we'll give it a try. But yeah, this is 30 Super Carry. Actually doesn't feel that bad. It's concussive round, I'll give it that. It must be shooting pretty fast. I'm not really sure the ballistics on this, but small mag though. I don't know how long they're actually going to make ammo for this before it starts getting super expensive, so might be loading my own. All right, well, let's keep practicing with this thing. It does. It has a lot of concussion, like a lot of concussion. I don't know why. I can feel it on my ears, like it's hitting my hearing pro. All right, I'm used to a different gun, so let's jump back into this, see how she feels. So this is a curiosity thing. I have an X-Star EP9, which is a wicked little gun. And of course, I live in the realm of suppressors, so I got a 9mm suppressor for it. And I bought some 147s because they're subsonic. I wonder how they shoot out of the Walther, if they're a little more controllable. So if anybody doesn't know, I've been running all kinds of mags to this Walther. The Canic mags actually function with it just fine too. There's also some like Beretta ones that has some slightly different, you have to cut some holes in it for the mag catch, but they all feed just fine, so that's cool. So the extended 20 round mags that I have for the SFX Elite, that Mete, they all function just fine in the Walther, so that's cool. Obviously the shorter Walther mags aren't backwards compatible, but gotta love mags. They're expensive, so anything that works together with everything is nice. Let's try some 147s. Okay, so I had a full mag and about 4 extra bullets, so I'm just going to do a couple of reload training since I got it here. Just pocket this for now, and we will we'll give the drill a try here. Okay, so that's cool. The reload makes me change my grip, so that will be helpful. This will be a good drill because I'll have to make sure that I can't physically reach the mag release with my hand in the proper position, so I might have to do this as a two-handed ordeal. Strip the mag, pull another one in. So yeah, we'll just try this a little bit. This is interesting. And that's why we train. You get lost in things. So this is going to seem crazy. One of the things that people dislike about the Walther is the long slide release. And when I have my hand in the position where I can reach the trigger, I can't actually actuate it with enough pressure to get it to drop the slide. So I'll probably have to do across the top. That's really going to be the only way to reliably drop the slide on this. So this is why you train, I guess. Couple rounds left, so we'll just turn and burn after this reload. Had more than I thought. So I am a bit of a Bergara fanboy. That's a story for another time, but I've got the BXR and the BMR, both carbon barrels, super light. Love these rifles. Man, for gopher hunting, this semi-auto is just the jam. I really would like to get my hands on the BMR-X. I would like to have the steel barrel version, so I had more of a bench rest type gun that I could go back, shoot. I like to come out here. I have 200 yards of range that is our property, and so I like to do long range training with my 22s. So 200 yards with that BMR is stretching it a lot, but it'd be nice to have a little more rifle weight to get them a little more steady for that long range shooting. But let's go ahead and pop some off here. All right, this right here is just a handful of some random ammo, so it's going to be all over the place. All right, everybody, I'm back up here to the Peter with the Heater. I'm gonna go do a little more gopher hunting today because it is perfect weather for it. But with that said, I should have my new springs for the PDP and the PPQ and the Mete next week. So we will put those in and give them a try. Hopefully that helps. I am gonna keep working on grip strength and dry firing at home. Hopefully I can come up with a technique that helps me mitigate recoil a little bit better so I can become a faster shooter. I'm never going to be an IDPA guy, but I want to be very competent with my carry gun. I want to be able to protect my family. So with that said, I will see you all next week. Bye now. All right, so we're down in my little spot, and up there I got a gopher. Don't know if you can see him up there or not. Right up there. There we are. There it was. Got it. That you should be able to see. Got a sunbaker right there. 2 points.